Inbound sales representative salaries. If you get this wrong, you could be in big trouble. I've worked with a lot of coaches, consultants, and service providers, and getting this right is really important. And in this video, I'm going to show you why and what to pay and how to go about determining your inbound sales reps commission or salary strategy. Okay, if you like this video, subscribe so you get notified for more content by the little notification bell in the corner. Comment with any questions or thoughts that you've got. And of course, share this video if you feel like it's something somebody else you know could use. All right, let's dive into the content. So I get this question pretty often, and it's a little bit more complicated than people realize because every offer is different. The number one thing I can tell you about compensation for a salesperson is that you really want to make sure you're being competitive for your industry and for your type of business. Because if you're not going to get the best people. And when it comes to sales, this is the driver of your business. So having the right salespeople that know, that understand your offer, that understand your industry, it's really, really important. And so you do want to pay a competitive salary. I can't tell you enough. Like, think about it. You know, if you are losing 5% of sales because you hire a salesperson that's, 5% less than, somebody that would be able to close those additional sales, how much is that going to cost you in revenue in a year? So when we're talking about difference in pay, you need to be looking at that and weighing that. And most of the time, with a bad sales hire, you could really lose a lot of momentum and lose a lot of sales. And so you could actually lose an entire year's salary of a salesperson by hiring the wrong one in lost sales. So pretty important to get this right. The standard, especially across most coaching businesses with some sort of inbound and outbound lead funnel, you're gonna wanna have a 10% commission. Now, I say that with a caveat. If you are at a lower price point, the best thing to do is actually, assuming that you get results that are valuable enough, chances are you've been at that lower price point, maybe because your sales skill isn't at the level it needs to be. So as you're hiring your first salesperson, one thing you really want to do is actually improve your own sales skill and get that price up to the place where it should be. Don't think that hiring a salesperson, because they're gonna have this sales skill, is gonna allow you to then raise the price. Better to really get good, get the price up, and then hire. But if you've got, let's say, a group program, because a lot of our clients or coaches, consultants have a group program that's, say, $3,000. Well, $300 a sale is not going to, not going to drive the best, highest quality salespeople. The best out there expect to be making at least $1,000 per sale, and they're happy to sell a $10K or $20K or more price point. So that's just something that you want to think about. So if you're at that lower end and you really feel like you need a salesperson to kind of get the price up and you believe that's the solution, we should probably talk. But if that's the direction you're going, then I would consider paying them higher. Like if I was doing a $3,000 offer, I probably wouldn't pay less than $500. And that's kind of the next thing, is that in addition to a minimum standard of a 10% commission, you also really want to be looking at setting it as a fixed amount. So if the price point, let's say, is $10,000 and you are going to pay them $1,000 a sale, don't contract with them for 10%. You want to contract with them at a $1,000 per sale commission. That way you're set up to be able, if you decide at some point you want to raise the price or something else, you can raise the price without necessarily having to raise their commission. Now, if you raise the price and the salesperson continues to close at the same rate, you're going to be making a lot more money. So it does make sense to go ahead and raise the commission. But you need to be able to look at all those metrics and all that data in order to make that decision. So really, really important. In my opinion, I wouldn't set it as a percentage, even though you might think of it that way. I would set it as a very specific amount. And I can't, again, stress enough, good compensation equals good salespeople. So really, really important that you look at what everyone else is paying in your industry. And if you're looking at a competitor's sales team and they're really doing well, and you're hiring your first salesperson, then I would look at what they're doing, because chances are if you try to undercut them, you're actually going to end up doing more harm than good. The next thing you want to think about with salary, in addition to the commission, is you really want to incentivize what you want. So for example, if you know that, closing at above 25% of your inbound cold traffic calls, that's the sweet spot for you. That's where you're highly profitable. And so you may want to incentivize that. Hey, if you close consistently, for the quarter at 25% or above, then you get some sort of bonus plan or something, because you're incentivizing them to focus on their closing rate, to actually close. There's other things that you might want to incentivize on, like we have some clients who incentivize that they fill out their paperwork and their administrative duties are actually done. Salespeople are notoriously bad for handling admin work and paperwork. And so if that's something that is really important, maybe handling the onboarding process in a certain way that helps the client start off with success. Again, you just want to incentivize really what you want. But the final thing to think about when it comes to salary for a salesperson is, I'm a big believer in doing 100% commission. Now, if you're going to do 100% commission, you need to have proven marketing that has the lead flow that will allow them to make a six-figure income. The reality is that there are no good salespeople out there who are going to be satisfied for very long with anything less than six figures. There are salespeople that have some experience that maybe will be willing to start off at $60,000, $70,000 a year in commissions, but they're going to want more opportunities to be able to break that six-figure mark. And in fact, most of the best salespeople I know are doing $15K a month on the low end. 20, $25K a month is more like the average for the best salespeople. So keep that in mind, because you're going to attract the best by having the best compensation and the best opportunity. It's also really important to salespeople that you've got a proven offer, a proven service, you've got proven marketing, but it's something that they can believe in, that they can believe the leads are there and they can make the income, but also that they believe and have conviction in selling your offer. Because if I don't believe in an offer, I can't sell it. I can fake it for a minute, but when it really, I can sell the laydowns all day long. But if I don't believe in the offer, I'm not going to have conviction in being able to coach that person through whatever fears they've got to invest, and really stand, in my power and say, hey, you've got to do this. But on the other hand, if I really believe that, man, this is going to change their life, it's going to change their business, they're going to be in so much trouble if they don't do this, they got to have this, well, then I can have total conviction and I can enroll that person. So you really want to have an offer that a salesperson can feel that way about. And that's actually as important, if not more important, than salary. And then, of course, having a competitive salary is a very, very key component of attracting the best talent. So if you found this video useful, then please subscribe so you get notified by the little notification bell in the corner. Like this video so that we know that you enjoyed the content. Comment below with any questions that you've got. Of course, share it with anybody that you think could use it. And if you want more content, more training like this, access to good salespeople, etc., join our free Facebook group, which is listed in the description box just below this video.